Well, we are back out at the Goldfields again, sort of near the spot where I've been, detecting all those buckles and goodies. I'm sort of heading up that way and I'm just sort of detecting along the way. And there's a little bit of glass around here, and I've got a little button here. There's only 11, and there's only a 9 when I dug it. Just a little plain button. Another signal here, which is, sort of 17, 18, 19. So I'm going to see what it is. It may just be another button. But anyway, we might as well dig it live and see what we get. So, no idea if I've got it out, but actually I reckon I see what it is there. A little piece of wire. That'll be brass or copper wire. So I reckon that'll be our signal. Anyway, now just over there's where I got the button and that bit of wire, and I reckon there's been an old fence line along here at some stage, so there's a few old bits of brick and just a few rocks, and I reckon there used to be a fence along here. But anyway, there's bits of glass and crockery, and there's another little blue bit over here, whitey blue bit. So anyway, plenty of good signs, and I have got a signal just here. So same sort of numbers, 17, 18. So we'll see what this one is. It sounds a bit better signal, so hopefully it's not just a bit of wire this time. Although I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but anyway. We'll see what it is. Should have shifted it. And I reckon it's going to be a button. And it's one of those, well actually it's a button back, I think. It's got the, one of those raised sort of thingies. So, they're always a cool little find. They're, a bit less common, you might say. But I nearly reckon that would have had a face to it. Maybe not, but, maybe. So anyway, we've got 2 buttons at that all so far. But it can only get better or it can get worse. And I'm hoping it gets better. Anyway, she's sort of a funny old day today. 1 minute it's sunshine and blue clouds, and next minute it's, spitting rain on me. But anyway, it's not a bad sign. We're getting buttons and glass and stuff, so we'll see what else we can find. Sun's out again. Out of 14, 15 down here, and we've got that one, which is a little wick adjuster, wick winder. So I can't see anything on that, but I'll clean it up better when I get home and have a look. But anyway, so our first relic of the day in the mud here. So let's see what else we can get. We've got a pretty solid 19 here, a couple of 18s dropping in for morning tea, but we'll see what it is. It's quite a solid sort of signal, and there is still quite a bit of glass popping up in the area, so we'll see what this one is. I did just dig a couple of pieces of a can, so whether this is another bit, but she's in the plug. Not even stand around this side so my shadow's not in it. And we'll see what we've got here. I'm just in a really muddy low spot, so everything's a bit muddy. Bits of glass. I'll have to get our pinpointer and see where she's hiding. Well, whatever that is. I'd say that is a... In fact, there's a bit of a puddle over here. Give it a wash. I'd say that's a reed out of a, I don't know, accordion or something. Just missing the tongue. But anyway, it's not a bad little find, so we'll put it in the pouch and keep going. I don't know what we're going to get here, just maybe another can, but we've got a nice 21, 22, really nice signal under here, but we'll see what we find if we can get a shovel in between the rocks. Not too deep, and I reckon I can already see something here. I reckon that might be another piece of the lantern winder I found, I think. Or is it something else? I think it's a lantern top, so I reckon that would nearly be part of the winder bit I found. So now just under there somewhere was where I got the bit of that lantern, and I had another 19 in here, and we got that, which is another bit of brass, and it's some sort of cap. Just finding it hard to see with the sun on the screen here, but it's, you know, some sort of cap. Has got some brass, you know, some lines around it for a bit of fancy, and in there you can see writing which is on the other side, so I have to clean it up a bit more and see what it says on there. But I think we'll leave that. Oh no, we'll give it a clean up now and see if we can read the writing. But she has been nailed to something, so you know, whether that was a cap on something wooden and it has been nailed to it, I don't know. But anyway, we'll give that a bit more of a clean and see if we can read what's written around there. So we'll be back in a tick. I'm having a bit of trouble reading it, so I'll wait till I get home to read it all, but I can just make out here it says Vesta lights, so that is some sort of old matchbox or a tin of, you know, I'd say waterproof matches. So that is rather cool, you know. Imagine the, you know, early timers, you know, keeping their matches in that to light their campfire at night or their house fire. So there is other stuff written, but I can't quite read it, so I'll see if I can do better at home, but that is rather cool. So I'm saying that's an old match tin of some sort. Anyway, we'll keep going, but that's something, you know, a bit unusual, which is always nice, so we'll keep going. Don't know what to expect here, but we've got a beautiful signal, so it's either going to be a bottle cap or a can or even a coin. So somewhere there, about a 24, so see what it is. Here's hoping it's a coin. I'm gonna know in a minute or two, and so far I haven't seen a can, so that's good. Although it's still on the ground, I think it's going to be rubbish somehow. What is that? No, it's just a little bug in there. Still haven't seen anything. So let's see if we've got it yet. funnily enough, it's now saying it's in here, so I think we dropped it in here somewhere. Well, it turned off. Somewhere in here. And look at that. It's not a coin, it's not a can, it's not a bottle cap, but I do reckon that is a debuckle, which is a jolly cool thing to find. So, you know, don't think there's anything too extraordinary about it. Can't see any markings on it. Can see it's had a bit of wear. So, can we find a snake for that, I wonder? That is brilliant. I love finding those, you know, buckle bits. They're just absolutely beautiful. So, I shouldn't have been so pessimistic about rubbish. But anyway, well, I'll put that away and I'll see if there's any other signals here. See if we're lucky enough to get a snake as well, but I sort of don't think so. Anyway, got left here. I don't think there's anything else. No. So, might be just a D bit. Anyway, we'll keep going and we'll see what else we can come across. This bush here, we got a 17 and we've got a button. So I'll give that one a clean up. It's got writing on it. It's very tiny writing, but I don't think I've seen it before. So anyway, we'll give it a clean up and see what it says. It's a little bit hard to see there. In fact, it's quite hard, but it says Purves and Douglas. Purves. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Purves or Turves or something. Anyway, Purves and Douglas, Edinburgh. So that's an English one, I'd say. Edinburgh. And just plain on the back. So, you know, I've not seen that one before. So, anyway, we'll keep going. Lovely old chase down in the mud here. Fair old way down. And I finally found, it's a bit of a sort of 14, 13. Finally found a little bit of that old chain. I seem to find that chain, you know, in a lot of old sites, so I don't know what it was used for, but same design. So anyway, I reckon it'll be our signal, and there may be more of it in here, which is why I was chasing all over the place. But anyway, at least we found something. It was down a fair old way. So we are back at the site where I found those coins last time, the, you know, pennies and the threepence and that. So anyway, we'll have another bit of a look around this area and see what else we can find. As you can sort of see, it's a lot more grassy now than it was before, but anyway, we'll push through, and at least it's not waist deep. It's sort of, you know, you can get through it. So anyway, we'll see what else we can find. We'll try digging this one together. It's a little bit jittery, but we have got some nice little, you know, 20, 21 numbers. Not too bad, but it's just a little bit on the jittery side. So we are sort of right in the area where I got the coins last time. So, you know, I'm feeling reasonably hopeful. I did just dig a button and another piece of that chain stuff before, so, you know, there's quite a few little low signals in here. Look at that guy I've just knocked down in there. Disturbed his little hole here. Anyway, he's a funny looking chap. Let's see if we can find where our signal's gone. If I can get this to zoom out again and see where it's gone. Well, she's sort of disappeared, which sort of tells me I've moved it somewhere. So we'll just see if we can find it with the pin pointer. Somewhere here. That could even be it. I reckon I know what that is too. It's a jolly little tie off a salami bag or something. A little aluminium clip. Now, always a nice sort of signal, but anyway, I reckon that'll be our signal. So we'll keep going. Had a bit of a 8 sort of signal here, and puddling around in the mud here, and I've got that, which I reckon is a little plate, little brass plate thing off a pocket knife or something like that. It's definitely shaped, you know. So I reckon that's a little plate off a pocket knife or something, a little inlay in the wood or something like that. So I can't see anything on it, but then again she is a bit muddy, so anyway, I'll clean her up when we get home, but I reckon she's just a plain bit of brass. So anyway, now just about to get showered on. I think there's a bit of a storm brewing. Anyway, we're nearly out of time, so anyway, big plug there, big signal here, and I have done so many cans and pull tabs that, you know, I'm getting a bit tired of it. So nice big signal here. It's going to be a can for sure, but just when you think life's not worth living, you get something like that. So that is looking rather cool. You can see up the top there 1920, and I'd say that's some sort of Anzac-y badgy return service sort of thing, without cleaning it up. Some sort of RSL type thing, I think. But anyway, I'll give it a clean and see what we've got. So that is rather cool. Back in a tick. And that is pretty cool. So 1920, haven't even tried to read this properly, but returned sailors and soldiers, Imperial League Australia. And you know, it looks in quite nice, you know, it's not the perfectest condition, but you know, you can see the red in the crown there, and the blue and the white and the gold colouring behind the soldier, and the 2 soldiers in the middle there. So I'll clean that up a little bit more at home, but that is rather cool. And I can't see anything written on the back, but I will clean it up a bit better. There's probably in fact, I reckon I can see a number here, possibly, unless it's just my eyes. And it looks like the back has been gold. So that is very, very cool find. And you know, the way we're going, that's probably going to be my best find of the day. Although, you know, the D buckle is nothing to sniff at, but you know, I haven't got one of those, so you know, absolutely brilliant find, I think. So you know, just when you think, you know, it's going to be another can, you get thrown that one. So jolly brilliant. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, starting to rain, so we may have to head back. It's sort of really coming in wet, so anyway, but even if we have to go, that's a good way to end. I really got to leave. That's sort of really set in, so, but you know, I've just found a jolly nice badge and you're loath to leave. Anyway, got a nice 29, 30 numbers here, and we are going to make this our last signal last hole, I think, because it's just too wet. There's another one of those little grub bug things. Quite fascinating little creatures. Oh dear, mud, wet, everything going in here. But I've got to find the signal, and I haven't seen a can, which is a good thing. Well, the rain's just let off, so we're wet, but we've stopped. Now, I've just seen it here. Where did I see it? Right there. Now, I'm really going to make a call and say, because that was reading up at 29.30, that is going to be a shilling. I reckon she's silver, and I reckon she's a special one too. So I'll pop him off his little plate there. Hopefully I'm filming good here. And who have we got on the back there? Ah, that is rather cool. So we'll stop mucking around in the mud. I'll get my little squirty bottle and just give it a quick wash. It was worth getting wet to find that one, and I reckon it's going to be possibly my oldest silver. I'll just give it a quick clean and try not to scratch him, but I can see George the Third there. That is absolutely amazing. So just try and get a bit more of the dirt off. I've got no sunlight to put this in. It's a bit awkward doing it one hand. I should have just turned you off. Anyway, we've got him clean, so put him up on our knee and see if we can see what we've got here. Anyway, George III and 1820. That is absolutely beautiful. And that is my oldest silver, I believe. An absolute brilliant one too. I mean, it's lovely detail there. That is going to go in pride of place in the collection. And on that side, well, don't ask me what that says, but it's that one. And you know, that is a beautiful, beautiful coin. Really stoked with that one. So I think the badge has been bumped down a notch. I think that's going to be our best find of the day. You know, as she's drying, she's, you know, coming out even clearer, so absolutely beautiful. I don't think you're going to find them much better than that. At least, you know, considering the age of that. Anyway, we're just getting drops on it again, so it's going away. But anyway, see that in the wrap up, but that is absolutely glorious. Absolutely amazing find. Well, the rain's let off, but we're sort of getting low on time, so we'll keep going and see if there's anything else around. But that is, well, I'm really lost for words. Just absolutely, really the icing on the cake. Anyway, we'll keep going. I was thinking before, that's where I got the little badge thing, and over here's where I got the shilling. I was just thinking that was 1920 and that was 1820, so they were exactly 100 years apart. Anyway, found the shilling there. I've sort of been doing up in here and up and around, and you know, dug bits of can and, you know, just little bits of rubbish and all that sort of stuff. And then I had a 16 here, and you know, the amount of pull tabs I've dug, I wasn't sort of really expecting much, but I have seen, and I have touched it, and I put it back, that, which, you know, what is that? I think we've got a ring, which is jolly cool. I don't know what sort of ring, but I'd nearly say truck to go past. I'd nearly say that's a pretty cheapy modern thing. Just looking at that, very cheap one. Even the stone looks plastic. So anyway, might have been a kid's one. Anyway, we'll give it a clean up. I was rather hoping it was gold, but not that lucky. Anyway, we'll give it a clean up. It is a ring of sorts, but yeah, just a real junker one, I think. Anyway, she's a real delicate little light thing with a little, don't know what it's made out of. It looks like plastic. I'd nearly say that's out of a cracker. A Christmas cracker maybe. That's what it looks like. So real light, real junky. But nonetheless, it is a ring, so I'm not really complaining. And you know, it's not exactly modern. It's got a bit of age to it, but you know, may only be the 50s or 60s or something. But anyway, I don't know what it's doing out here, but right near an 1820 shilling. So there we go. I was really hoping that was gold, but anyway, we'll keep going. I'm sort of running out of time, so we've got to keep moving. Well, our time's up, so this will, unless I find something on the way back to the car, this will be our last hole. Had a 13 sort of number down here in all the roots, and you know, just a piece of metal, so nothing too draw-dropping. But out of the hole came that one as well, so that was a beautiful old old bottle, piece of a bottle. I don't know, I'd normally say like a ginger beer bottle or something of the sort. That is beautiful. It's a pity it's, you know, broken, but you know, imagine finding a whole one of those. That would really make your day. Anyway, I think I'll take that little bit back, just because it's, you know, it's rather a cool old relic. So I can't see any more of it in here, but anyway, that is as cool as mud. Cool as mud. Anyway, we better get going, I think.